Let's go visit Grace. Morning, Michael. So Grace isn't on Church Row in Moloka. Can you tell us a little bit about that for those who don't know about it?
Well, I believe that at the time, I guess our matriarchs and our patriarchs lived in this area, and I figured that they wanted to put an Episcopal church in this area. I don't know all the exact words or details, but living here all my life, they've got it together, put it together. We bought 3 barracks that were down by the airport, and we brought it over here and put it up. It's been here forever. But we have this whole area. Kuala Pu'u is part of this church because many of the pineapple field workers and families lived in this area, and so they came to this church. Farmers from down there in Ho'olehua, they came to this church.
What are some of the biggest ministry challenges at Grace?
Grace is very successful, and we are because we have good volunteers. On the flip side, one of our major challenges is some of our major volunteers are snowbirds. And because the snowbirds, they come and they go. Now, the good news is most of the ones who come every year. And so how to keep them engaged and knowledgeable what's happening, and because we have no problems with them working in the thrift store and everything. I mean, so that's what keeps us going, because there's not enough actually people like myself who live here to be able to do all of that ministry. But what we can do is we video each of our masses and put it up on Facebook and on YouTube. And so when people are on the mainland, they can stay connected with us as to what we're doing, what's happening. And that seems to kind of help us work. And so we have actually a fairly stable group of people coming to church, but just that they don't actually necessarily live here full time.
All right, thank you. So tell us about this art that we have here.
Well, in 1957, we were very, very fortunate to be able to be one of the places that Jean Charlot made beautiful picture. And in here, this is a portrait of an angel, and the angel is Hawaiian, and he is holding an open lei. And the lei is kukui, and the kukui flower. And the middle section is the flames of fire. And so the Holy Spirit and the light going up into the heavens. And on the third one is the holy angel dressed in gold. And she's holding a very primitive torch. And it is the kukui nut that is very oily and skewered on like a little skewer, and then it's lit and it produces the fire. Our altar was made for us by a person that had been given shelter here in the church. And it is the dove, and it would be likened to Noah's Ark. On the second dove that they sent out, he went out to look to see if there was any land. And he came back with an olive branch. Well, Siri did it so that it came back with the kukui nut branch with kukui nuts. And the rainbow off to the side. And then this whole right side is the mountains of Kalapapa in that area.
Could you tell us about some of the great things the Holy Spirit is up to here at Grace?
So here at Grace, the Holy Spirit dwells well. So Russell, my husband and I come from a Catholic background. My husband comes from a Congregationalist background. And we come to Grace Episcopal Church. And part of that reason is because we feel the Holy Spirit here. So the Holy Spirit is definitely evident in all the people that are here. They're just so interesting, come from different walks of life. And God draws most of them here. They feel a call to be here. We have one new parishioner that's from Oahu, and she said all her Christian life that she's never felt at home somewhere, and she feels at home at Grace, and she is retired here. And we also have our ministries that fill people up. We have the food ministry, we have the thrift shop. People who are in need, they just let somebody know, and they can come and get free stuff, get food. We also have the gardening ministry, so there's been different times where people have come and worked in the garden at the church. It's kind of, the Holy Spirit just moves wherever it feels in this place. And if you have a desire to create something here, then it usually happens. And that's the interesting part about how God works.
Love it. Thank you.
Holy, holy, holy,